Hey guys, it's Tombox. Welcome to MST.TV. It is that time of the year again. 4 times a year we get a ban list, and we're doing a ban list prediction. This is going to be the best ban list prediction available because I know what is going on. I've witnessed the remote duel extravaganzas from the side events to the main events, all the way to, I guess, do my research on LCSs, do my research on upcoming products, and this is what I'm going to say. Of course, rule of thumb, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't go against future products because you got to make that money at the end of the day. But also, we got to take away some degeneracies in the game, and things are preventing some of that future product from making money. So that's how I'm going to be considering making my current ban list prediction. And before I jump into any details, I need to announce a couple of giveaway winners because, don't forget guys, I still have these giveaways going on that I promised to do, and I'm going to continue doing them until it's done. And then I probably won't host a giveaway until it's like me doing a new matte artwork, me doing a merch drop. That's when I'll do a new giveaway afterwards. Products, well, we'll see if I get more sponsor stuff to give away. But anyways, this is for winners number 4, 5, 6. Winner number 7 didn't claim his prize, so I'm going to do a redraw very soon, and make sure you guys check your email just in case. And for those of you guys who use fake emails to sign up, well, that's too bad because I already got one fake email that never replied to me, so I had to redraw box number 3, and now I'm having the same thing happen in box number 7. What's going on, guys? Don't you guys want a free box? You win, basically. You won, but forgot to sign the slip. The other guy signed the slip, and I guess the other guy won. So you don't want to be in that situation. So for winner number 4, we have George Pies. Congratulations. Winner number 6, we have Jeffrey Styles, and he sent in his email, don't reveal his real name. So I guess I won't reveal his real name, but I'll expose him that he didn't want to show his real name. So of course Jeffrey and Jeffrey Styles. Sounds cooler that way. And we have Jessica Kim. Oh, that's interesting. Jessica Kim. Well, all of you guys are from the United States. No Canadian winners yet. So that's all I really got for the giveaways. And of course, one of these boxes has not been claimed yet. So in a few days, well, not in a few days, more like tomorrow, I'm going to redraw it because the Genesis Impact giveaway is also ending. And I kind of want to ship them all at the same time so I don't have to go to like the post office like twice. I just don't like going out these days, guys. Just want to stay at home in my safe little sanctuary. Let's jump into the ban list now. And of course, we got some red cards or red glowing cards and green glowing cards. Red glowing cards, ban stuff going down. Green glowing cards going back. All right, and let's see if I can go through this fairly quickly and as practical as possible. So let's start off with all the ban stuff. Starting off, we have Smoke Grenade of the Thief. Smash a thumbs up button if you guys want to see this card go, because a lot of people want to see this card go. And it's time to move on from playing this really degen card. This falls into degen category, and make sure you guys hit the subscribe, ding notification bell if you want to see the follow-up video to this, which would be the damage report when the real ban list comes up. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It will give you guys a lot of ideas of actually how to adapt to the next format. Next card, we have True Kings of All Calamities. We're going to details of each one as we go through. Guard Dragon LP, we have Link Cross, and what is this? Wind Up Hunter. It didn't do anything. Well, this is part of, it relates to one of the green cards that are available, so just stick around for that. We'll explain it as we go. But let's start off with all the ban stuff and brief explanation. Dragon Link has been in the format for a very long time. We have Infernobles that's been in the format. We also have Dinosaurs. These are the 3 big decks. Now, in terms of control deck, do control need to take a hit? I would say most people would say control's actually in a pretty decent place, especially when we got Duster to kind of swipe away at a lot of the problem. It just was a lot more manageable, and we still have one red reboot. We still have Pankratops, the standard, and Lightning Storm's still a card. They really got the boot when it comes to survivability with all these cards. They had to really adapt and play some heavier counter traps just to stay in the game. And it's just how it is. And a lot of people with the combo decks these days, they're able to break boards. But would nerfing a lot of these combo decks ruin it. I don't know. But anyways, let's start with the very first hit. We have Smoke Grenade of the Thief. This one is Confiscation. That's searchable as an equip. I think this card has to go. Based on what I've witnessed so far, anyone that successfully resolves the Smoke Grenade of the Thief would have a 95% chance of winning the entire game. Let's just give you guys a little bit of perspective here. The perspective is, okay, looking at your opponent's hand is good information. It's never a bad effect to being able to see your opponent's hand because you know what your opponent is capable of, as long as you're a knowledgeable player. If you're not a knowledgeable player, then there is no real point. The second thing is about confiscation, or rather Smoke Grenade of the Thief, is that you get to get rid of a card. Individually, these effects are good effects. Combined together, it's not two effects that are really good. It is one exponentially better effect. It is control the path of how your opponent is able to play. That's what it is, and that's Confiscation. It's not very fun. It doesn't cost any life points. In fact, no card should be able to do this, and since it is practical to search out equips and do this, you know, through Violon Cube, through the effects of Infernobles, it's gotta go. It's not very fun. Every single time I jump into a table while I was judging and then something like this happens, I would say the game ends around 2 to 3 minutes. And yeah, like they see their hand, they pluck a card out, they pluck Dark Ruler No More, they pluck their Sphere Mode, they pluck their Kaiju. They just get rid of the ability to play and the game ends. I haven't really seen anyone actually survive this card. So if they do successfully resolve it, it's just auto win at that point. I don't think it's very fun. Can Infernoble actually play without the Smoke Grenade of the Thief? Well, I think they can. It means they're less degenerate and they'll actually have to commit to actually playing against their opponent rather than shutting them out. Next card, we have True King of All Calamities. I'm going to put two camps here. It could get banned or it could go to 1. It can go to 1 because it was a huge sell point for Virtual World. Note that Phantom Rage is more or less kind of off the shelves. Well, they're still on the shelf. They are the current main set until Blazing Vortex kicks in. So it makes sense to kind of keep them around, and we still have a Remote Duel Extravaganzas to go through. We have the Remote Duel Invitational to go through. So is this card going to still be around? Possibly. That's the camp, you know, going to 1. And think about all the decks that use it. We have, well, if you still play like Krishan Hakuki Firebrax, you can still make this combo using a Barricade Borg Blocker and using Metal Marcher plus, you know, the tokens from the Aurora Dawn. Yeah, that's one of the ways that you can actually lead into it, which is how Drytron makes them. But remember that most decks still can make it. Infernoble can technically make this card as well if they really wanted to, but anyone that has access to Christian Hakuki Firebrax can make it. And of course, the deck that really makes it would be Virtual World. Virtual World just makes it like no tomorrow, and they just make 2. They can make 2, and then your hand traps are never going to be enough, and they can always successfully dodge, which is pretty insane. Which is why going to 1 can actually limit that down, and you don't have to deal with it turn after turn. I mean, shutting on someone's turn down once, okay, fine, but shutting it down like 2 to 3 turns later, that is not okay. Next, Guard Dragon LP. This is clearly just a Dragon Link hit. This is, you know, Best Friend combo, Brotar LP, Best Friends Forever, search Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, taking away the consistency to rip away a card. One of the strongest points of the entire Dragon Link combo. I know that Dragon Link is still very strong because Remote Duel Extravaganza, second place, I believe, was Dragon Link. I believe that was like Polly Aronson. That was very successful with the deck at both Remote Duel Extravaganzas, and it's proven to be successful time and time again. And it's just so resilient to hand trap. Taking away a full combo line will completely redefine the deck. I'm sure Dragon players will find a way to readapt even without the LP. Yes, it is going to cause a lot of people to give up on the deck, but those who are willing to give it a try, go play rank 8 dragons, which is actually a thing. We might see more of it evolve there, but it definitely is meant, it's intended to lower it down a couple of notches, you know, take it down from tier 1 to tier 2, maybe even tier 3. Next, we have Link Cross. Rather than hitting the Hakuki Firebrax, we're hitting the Link Cross instead, because Link Cross is like mini Scapegoat. If you turn 2 monsters into basically 3 monsters, and you can use them as whatever material. Link Cross led to all of us playing a lot more synchros. Let's face it, anyone that plays Link Cross, half the time they have synchro follow-up. They go into, well, they have the tuner out, they turn their Christian Hakuki Firebrax, boom, they go into Metal Marcher into the Herald of the Arc Light. Hitting this is intended to actually stun that combo to change it up a little bit. Like, some people are like, oh man, but Drytrons needs it. Drytrons do not need it. You can even skip your opponent's turn without even going to a Christian Hucky 5X. That's how good Drytron is. And Drytrons can deviate with all the different types of rituals. It's just Link Cross is the one card that is allowing people to recycle cards, allowing people to go into Metal Marcher. Why not hit Metal Marcher? If it's not Link Cross, it's Metal Marcher. But I think Link Cross is just universally more used overall, and therefore Link Cross is the one candidate I put up here. Next we have, what is this Wind-Up Hunter? It's because I have Zen Mighty Carrier somewhere on this list, guys, and we do not want a hand loop being reintroduced into the game, so let's just kill the hunter so we can bring back something else. This is literally the card that's blocking the way. It's like, why? It's like Mystic Mine is the reason why we can't play cards like Metaverse and stuff like that, because it's just really annoying. Now going down to one, I have Quick Launch and Miscellaneousaurus. Both hits are targeted towards, of course, Dragon Link. And I'm sorry, Rocket players, but your card is very powerful. I do think that there might be a little bit of a plot armor for this card, because it is like technically an anime card. It is used by one of the more significant characters. Although not, not Yugi or like not like Exodia level, but like it is still used by Varus. It's still used by Revolver, and probably can't go. But any card that functions not once per turn, acts like an emergency teleport, it does fetch you a tuner, very flexible, probably could go to 1. And originally, I'm gonna slide this in here. Originally I thought that, hey, maybe Virtual World isn't strong enough, they could probably get another emergency teleport, and I quickly scrapped that idea after they delivered the results. They delivered the goods, proving that they are a deck worthy of playing, and definitely very, very practical. Just look at the price of Lulu and you'll see what I mean. Lulu is like a $5 card on release, and boom, now it's like in the 20 range because it is just that good of a card. And then we have Miscellaneousaurus. This card is the reason why dinosaur players get to play for free half the time, and it's a 1-card combo. Well, it's 1.5 card combo. Let's put it that way. If you use Miscellaneousaurus, because you can go into Archosaur with it, and Archosaur sets up the nasty boards that is pretty annoying to handle. That's just how it is. That's how I feel about it. It's not just how I feel about it. Many players feel about it. I believe Cody Angeloff also felt like Miscellaneousaurus is like, why is it even at 3? That was something he said like a while ago. I'm not sure if he still stands behind that statement, but I still think that this card is just, this blanketing protection just turns off all interaction is a bit much. And since it's also a combo starter that keeps everything kind of protected, and you still have 3 Fossil Dig, and you have 3 Oviraptor, come on, why does the dinosaur deck is the only deck that gets that level of consistency, whereas the other decks do not? I don't see that sticking around for very long. And going to 2, this is kind of like, Hide Your Pain Herald. I have Fossil Dig in here. Speaking of Fossil Dig, put it to 2. This is like more of like a sample size test whether or not it is majorly impactful. Like, Fossil Dig is not once per turn. It has quite a bit of a reach in terms of its search range. But let's be practical here. It's mainly searching Miscellaneousaurus, Giant Rex, or Oviraptor, or Archosaur if you're really going in that direction, or maybe sometimes even Baby Ceratosaurus. You know what? You actually have a ton of search targets, and not being once per turn makes it so that you're running, well, technically you're running a 37 card deck if you want to be a bit more practical with this, and search leading into more searches. I know that the upcoming format is going to require Draw and Lock Bird, because Drytron's just going to be one of the biggest search deck ever. You can play Shared Ride, and you might even deck out if they so choose. But those are some pretty good cards against Drytrons, and dinosaurs are known to actually search quite a bit as well. So there's that. In that case, maybe you can keep it around, but Fossil Day can definitely go down. Hitting the consistency of these cards is the point of actually pushing in the new product. A lot of the new stuff can't exactly handle a full dinosaur board as of right now, and toning them down to kind of insert them into the meta it does seem like a practical choice to push product as well. So those would be my reasoning for banning a lot of these cards. What about the stuff coming back? What are some practical choices? So you guys are gonna so disagree with me on a couple of these. For going to 1, we have Performapulse, Skullcrobat Joker, Pepe, or rather Is it Pepe? No, this is Performa Pal Draco. Was that a thing? Okay, I remember that was a thing at one point with the Pendulum Sorcerer. Well, this particular card is all right. It's cool. You can search, I guess, your Odd Eyes. You can search your Magicians. You can search your Performer Pal. Okay, that's fair. But I don't think it's actually ban-worthy. I think it definitely can come back. Pendulums have not done anything for the whole year. Ever since Electromite died, it's just been like, yeah. And remember, Electromite, like, it may not come back this ban list, but Electromite, of course, is, you know, on the waiting list to be coming back once they get the new Metalfo support. And it's likely going to be one of the big push factors to give us back the Electromite. And we're likely going to see, like, perhaps a like Electromite reprint. Usually whenever something like that happens, there's like a reprint that happens and then everyone can get it. Then we have Denlong. With VFD banned, Denlong does have a chance to come back. I know that it is very annoying that, yes, Denlong does search an Omni Negate counter trap, and there's almost no follow-up behind it. Yeah, it gets pretty annoying. But, you know, remember, I recall the reason why this card was banned is because of True King Yang Zing Dino constantly making VFD with this card, something along those lines, and it is probably also banned because of Christian Halki 5X, because you can actually go into Halki 5X to kind of set up some of this stuff as well. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's been a very long time since this card is banned. You know, the whole meme of Denlong did nothing wrong. Does that still apply? I don't know. We'll see. I think we could probably give it a chance. Next, we have Zendup Y Carrier. What did I say? Yes, it's Wind Up Carrier Zen Mighty. Oh my god, I'm just mixing it all up here. This card is, I think you can come back. It's not that degenerate. I mean, you get a free Wind Up monster for detaching, which is kind of neat. What are you going to do with it? Without the Hunter, there's no hand loop. It is interesting to see kind of where this could actually go. That's just my opinion. And I don't think we've seen Wind Up in the meta for a very, very long time. Would it even be meta if it came back? A lot of these choices coming back is, are they even going to make a splash? And would that actually bring more players back into the scene? Will it make people buy more stuff? There's a chance. There's a chance for that. And then there is a Zodiac Broad Bowl. I know, okay, Zodiac is very strong. Don't get me wrong. I already know that they have had successful results already. And but hear me out on this one before you guys hit that dislike button. We have Zodiac Broad Bowl because we're trying to push forward more zoos. They've been trying to push zoo back into the game a little bit already, but it's also there for Tri Brigade. Tri Brigade being into a one card combo is a really good push factor to actually get that deck off the ground. Like, does Konami every now and then push forward a deck that they released and it didn't do well, so they threw it a bone? They do that all the time. You guys can find the examples down in the comment section. I'm sure someone will actually post it down there, but it does make a lot of sense where it does boost Zodiac quite a bit, to the point where I would say it would legitimize limiting the AA Zeus Divine Arsenal Sky Thunder. It makes sense. They can hit it, and Broad Bowl makes sure that your Zodiacs don't fall short. If you're playing a pure Zoo deck, you could fall short because you just didn't open a Zoo. This will give it that consistency that they need if they go into their links. And I think one of the biggest things that are gone would be Norden with the Fusion Sub Loop. That was a pretty free thing. Like, what was it, like +9 back in the day? Well, that's not really possible, but it is nice to be able to search some of the Tri Brigade stuff. That might be a Tri Brigade and a Zoo pure boost for this. And is Zoo one of the strongest decks of the format? It is strong, but definitely not like, you know, the strongest stuff out there. I know they have successful results at LZS. Okay, I know it's there, but I can see the format shifting and also readapting to it, which is why I could see Broad Bowl being at 1, and the card going up to 2 from being forbidden is Performage Plushfire. What has Plushfire ever done? Okay, if you put Plushfire at 1, it's stupid. No one's gonna play it. It's just gonna be another sitting card. To really test the waters with Plushfire, and I don't see really why not, is to put it at 2 so that you can actually use it with the Luster Draco, or Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. That's right, the precursor to Masterpiece, back when there's still pendulums. Yeah, you use that and you can pop Plush Fire to search Plush Fire to summon out a monster. I'm okay with that. And remember, pendulums still need to use the proper link arrows to come out of the extra deck. So it's not just a free monster anymore. And it's worth a check. As for the last two monsters, is Double Iris Magician and Infernity Archfiend. Infinities, of course, they got a boost. Did you know that they even got a boost in Phantom Rage? The cards that you threw away that didn't pay attention to, yeah, they didn't really make a splash. OCG already has this card at 3, and it's not really doing anything. Unless they give us like 3 barrier, then I would have a problem with the Archfiend. But let's give us 3 Archfiend. Just come on. I know some people, or rather one person, that would like this card to go back to 3, and I kind of fall into that camp. I know eventually someone's going to break it, hopefully not before they give us back the barriers, but someone's going to break Infinities if that was the case. But then Infinities just have so many exposed weaknesses right now. And then Double Iris Magician, it didn't do anything when it went to 1. Put it at 3, put it at 2, I don't really care. Maybe Triff will care, but not the box of Toms. And that's my ban list prediction, guys. This is my guess. I think it would actually make for a much healthier format with VFD gone entirely, which means that Drytrons won't go into that, which also means Virtual World can adapt to the upcoming products for Blazing Vortex and other rank 9. Like Enter Near the Phantom Fortress rank 9 is a really good card. And I know that you have like a Gotham's Hand Loop as well for Virtual World, so you're not gonna die just because one of your key sell points is gone. You can definitely readapt. A lot of the decks can readapt, and even Drytron, you already have a degenerate combo. Shoutouts to Yassine, who has the turn skip combo, which just doesn't even give your opponent a full turn. That kind of and doesn't even use like Needle Fiber or Link Cross, which is pretty insane. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Like it is genuinely some of the best combos I've seen in this entire game. So you know, that one definitely deserves a shout out. Shoutouts to Yassine. And yeah, I think without these cards, I think Yu-Gi-Oh will be much more acceptable. I think it will be much more like new player friendly, not where to the point where like, oh, what do? Oh, I get to look at your card, look at your hand, get rid of some of your cards that you let you play, and then now it's your turn, and you know you can't play. You know, that's not a good way to introduce people into the game. And sadly, that's kind of where we are in this format. So there's that. How do you make friends in this game? No, you make enemies. But that's all I got for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a comment about what you think is practical, what you think is impractical in this ban list. And I know Broad Bull is probably going to come up a lot in the comments. Hopefully not. Maybe some of you guys will agree or disagree. Do I play Zoo? I have every deck. So some of these cards hurt me much worse than it hurts you guys, for sure. I own every single meta deck. So whatever it may be, the ban list will always hurt my wallet. That's all I got for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, smash thumbs up. If you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, especially the damage report that will come up when the ban list actually arrives, hit subscribe, ding notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.